Yes, Lord. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm JB Stewart, the host of the More Podcast. Check me out. This is a podcast that's all about tapping in your inner potential so that you can bring out the more within you. Look, guys, we focus on showing people the message that you are potential and giving you the tools to redefine yourself. Because listen, nobody wants to be the same person a year from now. I mean, how absurd is it to be a baby in your 30s? I've met men like that. That is completely undesirable. I don't even know what to do with that, all right? Or 80-year-old women who still trying to strut like they in their 20s, baby. Your biological time clock done been gone, okay? I'm telling you, look, you should be somebody grandmama. Don't be out here trying to act like you a sex symbol. When your age stop, that's all I'm going to say. But you got to evolve. Because that's what it means to be human, to be evolving and adapting, to be ever progressing and becoming more complete. And that's what this podcast is all about, yo. Because the vision is to touch 1 million people with the message that you are potential. So you can feel the freedom to redefine yourself. Not being stuck with who you used to be in the past or being imprisoned by your trauma or your current situation impeding upon where you going. That's not the way. That never is the way. And I hope by following this podcast, you know that even doesn't make logical sense to think like that. Let's relearn. Appreciate y'all. So we're going to get into this first segment because I like to do affirmations. Every day I do affirmations. Every day I'm redeeming the self-talk because you got to stay positive and uplifted. There's so many things and energy vampires that's trying to bring you down. I mean, look at the news, yo. It would depress you. All right, look. Hey, guys, we got to stay uplifted. And this has to be done strategically. So I love to do affirmations. Look, I'm going to start this episode with a little affirmation that I say on a daily basis. And it kind of it ties into the topic that we're going to discuss today. Check me out. Listen to this affirmation. This is how it goes. It says, I go right to heaven and I let heaven come right to me. I go right to heaven and I let heaven come right to me. And I want you to say it with me about yourself. I go right to heaven and I let heaven come right to me. Take a moment. Look at the backdrop. Look at this beautiful black globe with the great gold accents around it that I just spin around. It's like my crystal ball. It reminds me of where I'm going. I go right to... Where you at, baby? Where you at? I go right to Japan before I even go to Japan. I do business right in South America before I go to South America. I remember when I was in 6th grade and I was beginning to hit puberty. And when I was beginning to hit puberty, I remember having these images in my mind about who I wanted to be. I see myself in these suits. I see myself as a businessman. I see myself being able to communicate at a high level. I see myself as being someone influential, not for the sake of clout, because I never was interested in clout, but because of a genuine interest that I had in individuals. I always seen individuals as potential, looking at them in a way that of what they could be, as opposed to what other people says. I was friends with, like, the guy who ate his boogers. And a person who ate grass. You know, you always have them weird people in elementary that come to school with them badass habits that their parents didn't beat out of them. They come take their nose, go all the way to their brain until their elbow, only the tip of their elbow is sticking out, and pull out a whole freaking tray of boogers. These are the same people who had snot dripping all the way down to their freaking pelvis every winter and never have any freaking wipes to wipe them. They mouth is just, and then when they talk, it was always some leftover pepperoni pizza roll being spit out on your desk. These same people I was friends with. Because I felt like if they cleaned up or maybe they brushed their teeth, they'd be better people. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in potential. And I think that once you identify with the potential of the goodness that you desire so adamantly, it comes to you first embodying you, then redefining your habits in your life, then making you a person that is attracted to that which you desire. It's like the two meet and become one. I become the person who attracts certain things in life, and those things come to me. That's the meaning of the affirmation. I go right to heaven. I go right to my ideal. Putting aside everything that I once was or every way that I conceived myself in the past, and my ideals and my dream life comes to meet me because I am now in the character that attracts those things. That's the affirmation. Guys, let's get into the first segment. And this one is dope. We're going to call this one Gold is better shared. Because I believe that the person who gives knowledge never runs out of knowledge. I believe the more you teach, the more you learn. And I'm definitely in the business of learning because I don't feel like I know anything. I just want to apply the truth and watch it work magic. So check it out. The discussion that we're going to have today, we're going to talk about something that is always with you. That thing is called faith. Check me out. You probably think of faith maybe in a lens of a religion, or think of faith in the lens of just hopeful wishing. I'm here to tell you it's so much more. But then also I'm here to tell you it's not as much as you think. See, faith is something so prevalent that the powers of it is hidden. Faith is the gold that is right under your nose that you can smell, but it's too close to really see it. Faith is that thing that make you tick and talk. But because of our lack of awareness of it, we don't master our tick and talking and we don't direct ourselves. Instead, we're directed by faith without understanding how to direct it ourselves. Listen to me. Faith is simple. Faith is imaginating. I should put it like this. Faith is me looking at globes today and affirming that I'm worldwide. Faith is when I open the doors or let the doors open for me going to Walmart and I think about what I want to eat. And I have these cravings. I decide, I need chicken breast because chicken breast, I can eat chicken breast as a lean cut of meat and I can get buff. And that way when I work out, it's not in vain. And I think in my mind, where is chicken breast? And I see the aisles in my mind of where to go to find the chicken breast. Okay? I walk past the cookies. I say, I don't want cookies. I don't want cookies. I want chicken breast. I'm thinking about the games. I walk past the candy. Not today. I probably double back, but I want chicken breast. I'm going to chicken breast. That's where I'm going. My feet gonna follow the chicken breast. I walk past all these aisles and I make all these turns intuitively, without much thought, being subconsciously motivated to go get it, and I find my way to the chicken breast. I knew how to get to the chicken breast. I knew that I was going to the chicken breast. Everything in me had resonated to find the chicken breast before I walked in the store. So it was determined and it was set out before me through my abilities to imaginate, which is imagination, before I even received it. I knew I was going, and this is your case, I may be having some scholars watching. I knew I was a doctor before I was a doctor. I could see it within my mind. It was only a matter of time. See, faith is the evidence of becoming to become in space and time before it appears as a material fact. Faith is when Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream." And he seen within his mind black boys and girls playing together on the hills of Georgia. Faith is when Mahatma Gandhi said, "We will fast and organize a strike. And Britain will be compelled to listen to us because we've resolved within our hearts our solution." See, the thing in life is the intent, if it is focused and energized, always follows to the result. But here's the other thing. Imaginating within your mind also work against you. See, the other side of fate is fear. And both of them juggle images within your mind. Both of them brings you perceptions and descriptions of things that aren't really there. The two of them. And our responsibility as a host of body, as a host of mental faculties, as a host of a mind that's able to imaginate or imaginate, is to hack the ideas that we feed our mind so that we may organize ourselves in directions that we desire. And to the person who master that gets everything that they want. That's the thing. That is why, like one of the scriptures say, know the truth and the truth will set you free. Or you're saved by your faith. It could be that maybe you are a person who feel like you're in a prison, but you have the keys. And just like an elephant who's been on a rope so long, unable to move, when he grows old enough, he's able to break the rope, but he doesn't move because he's conditioned to see himself with the rope. It could simply be that a lot of the solutions that you need in your life is locked in your own resourcefulness and your own talents and abilities, because everything is a seed, and within the seed is all the potential and all the genetic information and intelligence and circumstances to reach its course to become a father. It could be that maybe your seed isn't germinating because you have an image of you doing it, but then you also have an image and a strong feeling of it being impossible. And the fact of the matter is both of them are real, but both of them are held within the imaginating, the imagination, the image that you hold clear. The image that you hold clear and focus upon will alter you. And when it alters you and changes you as a person, whatever way, whatever frequency you are on, you will attract circumstances. And upon attracting circumstances, these bridges of coincidences, as Neville Gardner likes to put it, all the attractions of life, whether that be promotion or whether that be demotion, right? Whether it be elevation or whether that being this diminished, right? Whether that be heaven, whether that be hell. All of those things are locked within the images that you energize. Yo, this is fate. If you can see yourself doing something before it's done, if you can see something being done, if you can even perceive the future, you are exercising fate. It'll be your responsibility now to be a wise person with it and only exercise fate with the things that you desire and the things that you want. Calling upon even a desire to even see what you want, so you might apply faith to it. Faith is key. Faith is always there. There's not anyone in the world who lacks faith. It's only misplaced. That's a cool talk, guys. That's a little nugget for the day. Hallelujah. Yes, Lord. But see, my thing is, I'm not cool with just knowing because I feel like knowing isn't enough. I think that real learning enters the phase of application. So I want to give you guys three strategies that you can apply to start going on and working to redeeming that imagination because I understand we get in funky situations. I was molested as a kid. Like there was images in my mind that would haunt me about that. You know what I'm saying? I probably could share that story another time if y'all want to know that, and if y'all want to know the lessons in life that I took from that. But like if I never brought the connotation I needed to from those images in my mind, those animations and reels playing in my mind, if I always kept a dark cloud over it, it will always haunt me. But at the point where I'm able to look at the images in my mind, positively connotate them, and attribute a meaning to them that will glorify me and bring me closer to my elevated potential. You know, from that point on, I'm able to redefine everything in my life and bless it as good. So let's talk about three applications. So check me out. Fate gonna come in an emanation or imagination is gonna come in a few different forms, okay? Now, the first form it'll come in is images, and we talked a lot about that. But the other way it's gonna show itself is the feelings that come along with those images. And then after that, the caption right under the picture, the dialogue. It's a narrative. It's a story that you tell yourself about the images, your perceivable reality. So check me out. If you can address the image itself, you can address the feeling about it, and you can address the dialogue about it, you can optimize your faith and make it strong and put yourself in a position where you're attracting goodness. It's like a proverb. It's like a psalm that's in the Bible that I remember. Like, what is it? Psalms 23. It says, goodness and mercy follows me all the days of my life. And the reason that it follows me all the days of my life is because the Lord is my shepherd. So really my faith, the same, my image, the image that I'm carrying is life is a provision for me and everything I need is provided for me. So because everything I need is provided for me, and I believe that by faith what's going to happen is goodness and mercy going to follow my ass when I lolly around the field of life because I've made it good because of the connotations that I set. So check me out. This is dope. This is one application. What I need you to do, I need you to do this. I need you to surround yourself with images of things that you want. I film in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to start. I keep a globe to my left. I keep this world behind me to my right to remind myself that I'm worldwide because I have to be worldwide because I want to touch a lot of people with my life. When I was 15 years old, I'll never forget, I drew my hand on a piece of paper. I swear to God, I ain't lying to you, and I wrote on it, I will touch millions of lives. You have to create images based off what you want. That's the way that you're gonna start to redefine those negative images that haunt you in your mind. Create new images that's positive to counteract that. The second thing you gotta do, man, you gotta address the feelings. And you can literally do this as an exercise, part of a visualization practice. Every day I do what I call a quality of feeling exercise. I wake up in the morning, not feeling like doing nothing because I'm tired. Sometimes I'll pop up, hey, ready for the day. Sometimes I'm tired. But every day I intentionally take time to breathe and to recall upon a feeling that I felt that was a good moment. And I take that feeling and I attribute it to the day. So I start to feel good about a good moment, and then I think about my day. And what I do by that is I carry good feelings within the day. So you need to identify your accomplishments and think about how great it's going to feel. Because here's the thing. Feeling always motivates the body. Feelings is the reward center of the body, and that motivates you to move forward. Enthusiasm is that thing. Feeling good, exercising gratitude, exercising your affirmations, recalling great experiences, and laughing are wonderful ways to change your energy. Do it on a daily basis as a ritual. The third way, guys, changing the dialogue, changing the self-talk. Super important. Here's one thing that you can do. I do this exercise. It's called success interviews. No lie. In my phone, in my voice memos, I've literally imitated people interviewing me about my success. And then I talk about what I've accomplished. I'm talking about things that I want to accomplish 30 years from now. Because what's not about to happen is, ain't about to be no voice telling me I can't do it. Them days gone. I don't do that. I'm adamant. I'm audacious about what I believe because of how faith works. And so I literally have these freaking success interviews that I listen to because I want to hear my voice talking about success, not somebody else's voices. There's no other. You know what I'm saying? There's no detachment. Like, this is my success. I am success. Like Rick Ross says, success is just my character. So I need to hear my voice with those positive connotations. And another thing that I do, man, is because my mission is to raise up a generation of fathers that will father the next generation. That's the mission statement of my life. What I do is I think all the time about what can I say to positively impact others who are going through things. This is really how I develop the muscle to encourage others by usage of the imagination. I've done it a million times within my mind. Now it's easy for me. I live in a headspace that continually affirms that what I want and desire. Nothing else. Let's go back to this affirmation. And hopefully now it makes a lot more sense to you. I go right to heaven, and heaven comes right to me. And say it with me. I'm going to say it 3 times. And you can steal it from me. I don't care. It's just words. I go right to heaven, and heaven comes right to me. I go right to heaven, and heaven comes right to me. I go right to heaven, and heaven comes right to me. Because the intentions that I put out go forwards, and it comes back to meet me as I'm ready and prepared for it. So I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Guys, if the content inspires you and motivates you, you learn anything or whatever, just press that like button. Share it, text it, email it, and subscribe. We're keeping it coming. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for joining the more. Yes, Lord.